You may be seated. Dear family and friends, let your presence be welcome. Let your hearts be glad. For everything there is a season and a time and a purpose where the tall trees kiss the sky. Woo! We have arrived at this place and time to celebrate the Celebrant USA Foundation and Institute of North America graduation for its fantastic class of 2006. Together, we come to do all those things illustrious and appropriate on this occasion, to share hopes and dreams, to ring in our celebrants graduates with glee, to recognize in this event the place of family, friends, to laugh and sing, to feast and dance on this joyous occasion. The Celebrant Foundation, to Gail and Pat Sarma, the founders, our faculty, the graduation committee, our alumni, the illustrious Elena Kafari, graduation manager, Cynthia K. Reed, the director of academic studies, celebrant and musician Christoph Breeder, celebrant and owner of Epicure Catering Celia Milton, and little old me, everybody here smack dab in the Arbor of Beauty at this historic Van Vleck House and Gardens. We selected this breathtaking, sensuous place with you in mind and in heart. These giving grounds are dedicated to preserving for public enrichment the spirit and beauty in the world. The same world that beckons you to become celebrants and enrich the lives of all beings as life cycle celebrants. That's what you are. This glorious garden did not come to be in one season. No. It took decades of tending and caring for. It took time and a whole lot of love. Today we celebrate celebrants as caretakers. Caretakers who tend to the needs of their communities, caretakers for each other, and most importantly, caretakers of themselves. Each of you are graduating as beautiful, hybrid ceremony experts, and may I say, human rights activists for all time. You are part of our big, luscious, 200-strong North American celebrant family and the 6,000 celebrants around the world. Yeah. As happy as June bugs, and from our heart of hearts, your teachers want you to know that you have learned your lessons well, and that we have been the lucky ones for having the opportunity of knowing each of you. You are our gift. Your celebrant family, that's sweet. Oh my God, I'll choke up. Your celebrant family looks forward to and rejoices in your fruitious future. Through the joys and tribulations, through lightning and sunshine, all of it. As the seasons turn, we are here as celebrants for our community, and we are in an oasis for one another. Many, many moons from now, when you're all well-established celebrants, you'll be able to look back at this moment and the first time you heard Cindy Reed call out your name as a certified celebrant in your respective field, and know that every ceremony that you presided over began with these defining words: my name is, and I am a certified celebrant. It's an amazing thing to know that one ceremony at a time, you will have been a catalyst in empowering people from all walks of life to express themselves authentically, to tend to their lives and others with dignity as citizens of the world. In your hearts, you'll know that you've done your work well, and that along the way, we celebrants, all of us, have supported each other in this, our precious ecology of life. With great pride, I ask our glittering Kathy Baton, 2006 chairperson representing her wonderful graduating class, to come on up.
We've all gathered here in nature's bounty to witness and celebrate the graduation of my 2006 Celebrant class. The trees, the earth, the sweetness in the air reminds us that in nature there is infinite possibility for renewal and new generation. Celebrant graduates have journeyed near and far, crossed great divides, come from every direction, north, south, east, and west. Our 46 Celebrant graduates hail from Ontario and Alberta, Canada. Ring your bells. New Jersey, Washington, New York, California, Illinois, Wisconsin, Florida, Minnesota, Ohio, Hawaii, Missouri, Washington, D.C., Oregon, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Colorado, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Michigan. And that is near and far, is it not? And under this same canopy of the sky that we sit here today, all distance is a race as we celebrate together. We, the graduates who gather this day, have ventured to the door of the threshold, eagerly awaiting to be called forth to assume our role as celebrants, as caregivers of the gift of celibacy. We are called and accept the need to give voice to the inner longings of those we serve. We have found fellow caregivers who have inspired us to be careful listeners, to reflect deeply, and to guide gently, and to enjoy as we go along. We have been taught to create an honored space for all life's journeys and passages. This day, we thank our inspirers and our teachers, Cindy Reed, Cindy Magic, Wilma Quantrill, A.C. Warden, Woody Winfrey, April Beer, Charlotte Hewlett, Barry Clisell, Moya Powers Keating, Jerry Fierst, and Anne-Marie Julian. Let's be truly thankful for each thread of connection that weaves our lives together. Let us be mindful to the celebrants that could not be with us today, and grateful to those who have come before us, to those celebrants who have passed away and whose legacy lives on, and of course to those who have supported us during our journey. Now, I ask for our alumni graduates from the class of 2002, 3, 4, and 5 who are with us today. Would you please stand up? Let's give them a nice round. We thank you for preparing the path for us to follow. Thank you. Now I ask for Bill Cummings to come up, and he's going to share with us a little bit about the meaning of our class symbol, the bell.
That's better. Hi, I'm Bill Cummings, 2006 Celebrant graduate from Vermont. Honored symbol for the class today, for this year, is the bell, whose unique sound and frequency throughout the ages has brought people together and continues to connect us all. For all my fellow celebrants, honor the four directions, east, west, north, and south, and ring their bells in unison now. Thank you. In many old world cultures, bells were not only musical instruments or what cows wore clanking as they grazed in the glen, but they were also sacred objects used to summon worshipers. They were rung at high holidays, weddings, or funerals, or used to chase away supernatural beings. In Asia Bronze, shrine bells were struck on the outside by a rod, and church bells rang when a long rope was pulled. Fables tell of how bells magically flew through the air, sending tidings or secret messages far and wide. Bells' unique pitch and resonance can conjure up either happiness or sorrow in people's hearts, and they have been known to make hounds howl or announce the soft tingling entrance of our feline friends. Chariots and gardens were festooned with bells, whose chimes were to lift up people's spirits. And of course, there was the bell that symbolizes freedom for all. Fittingly, the word for bell, chung, means to pass a test, and that's something my colleague grads have already accomplished before today. The bell has been used as a ceremonial object of beauty and purpose, and today we will joyfully carry on this tradition. I'm happy to introduce Cynthia Matchett, faculty member, co-chair along with graduate Kathy Batone and graduate of the 2005 Celebrant class.
Congratulations, class of 2006. I am delighted to be here with you and your families and loved ones today as you begin your journeys as new celebrants. I know many of you from our classes together, and I know your skills and passion for this calling. I am confident that the client families you work with will be comforted and deeply moved by your talents and ceremonies, and that you, in turn, will learn continually from those you guide. The writer, Annie Lamott, has a prayer that she says when she sits down to write. Dear Lord, help me get out of my own way today. I hope that you do not let your own self, any anxieties, fears, doubts, or concerns cloud your calling as caregivers, though there will certainly be moments of this. The world needs what we have to give, and we, as your fellow celebrants, are here to support you in this gift giving. As you go out into the world today, I offer you the wisdom of Naomi Nye in a passage entitled, So Much Happiness. It is difficult to know what to do with so much happiness. With sadness, there is something to rub against, a wound to tend with lotion and cloth. When the world falls in around you, you have pieces to pick up, something to hold in your hands, like ticket stubs or change. But happiness floats. It doesn't need you to hold it down. It doesn't need anything. Happiness lands on the roof of the house next door singing and disappears when it wants to. You are happy either way. Everything has a life of its own. And since there is no place large enough to contain so much happiness, you shrug, you raise your hands, and it flows out of you into everything you touch. You are not responsible. You take no credit, as the night sky takes no credit for the moon. It continues to hold it and share it, and in that way be known. Today you join a family of celebrants, but you are also members of your own communities of family and friends, and they love you and support you. Would all the family members and friends of our 2006 Celebrant graduates please stand? Our 2006 Celebrant graduates wish to thank their family and friends that love and support them and have traveled through hill and dale to be by their side on this, their graduation day. On the count of three, stay standing. Will all the graduates say "we love you" to these special people in your lives? 1, 2, 3. We love you! Thank you, special people. You may be seated.
I'd now like to call up Enid Medina, Celebrant graduate, who will share with us Your Life is a Sacred Journey by Carolyn Adams.
It's about change, growth, discovery, movement, transformation, continuously expanding your vision of what is possible, stretching your soul, learning to see clearly and deeply, listening to your very intuition, taking courageous risks, embracing challenges at every step along the way. You are on the path exactly where you were meant to be right now. And from here, you can only go forward, shaping your life story into the magnificent tale of triumph, of healing, of courage, beauty, wisdom, power, dignity, and love. Thank you.
And now I'd like to ask one of our Canadian celebrants, Laurie Switterton, to come up and read a passage from the manifest.
I'm sorry.
As bees suck nectar from many a flower and make their honey one, so that no drop can say, I'm from this flower or that one. All creatures, though they are one, know not that they are that one.
I will now carry a chair. More importantly, I will carry your diploma.
Got it.
We started out 6 years ago with the Sarma family's vision of ceremony choice for everyone in North America. They entrusted that vision to Charlotte Ulett. Charlotte literally staffed the Celebrant office by herself that first year as we 5 original graduates struggled through to become the class of 2002. Each year we've grown in number and, as you see, in territory, and you have come to us seeing us on television, in national magazines or newspapers, or on the radio. If you heard about us from there, it is because of Charlotte's single-minded determination to attract the highest caliber of celebrant. And I have to say, she's been very successful. If you have been, or I'm sure you will be, the beneficiary of one of our hundreds of ceremony referrals that come from that publicity, you also have Charlotte to thank. It is because of her efforts to spread the word about ceremony choice in North America that you are all going to be successful celebrants. If you've spoken to Charlotte, you've seen how her energy and life force have made this possible. As one of our graduates from last year said, Charlotte embodies a fizzy glass of champagne. And since Charlotte usually kicks off these celebrations acknowledging other people, I thought I would take a moment of my time up here to acknowledge Charlotte, my great friend and partner in crime, and let's all give her a round of applause. And I also honor all of you from the bottom of our hearts. At the top of the very first letter you ever received from us, there was a wonderful quote from the Buddha. Happiness comes when your work and words are of benefit to yourself and to others. You have all found that work. Come forward now to take your place in the community of celebrants. Always remember that it is both a privilege and an honor to do the work that you have chosen. We are proud to call you our colleagues. And once you receive your certificate, please come up, stand behind us, and fill in from left to right. Anna Bacall, weddings. Dory Bless, funeral. Mary Burton, weddings and funerals. Elizabeth Coffey, weddings and funerals. Pia Berducas Collins, weddings, and she could not be with us. Bill Cummings, weddings. Marilyn Dion, funerals. Sherry Erdman, funerals. Christina Gatto Colette Skihan, weddings and families and children. I married her too, by the way.
Who's the guy in the back?
Tony Hassett, weddings. Tony also could not be with us. Round of applause. Katie Hahn, weddings. Ricky Huff, weddings. Ricky could not be with us, but let's move it. Venus Kitagawa Stosis, weddings. families and children. Funerals, families and children. There we go. Thank you. Judith Kubish from Wisconsin could not be with us. Wedding. Nama Lasowski from Hawaii could not be with us. Wedding. Lamyra Martin, wedding. Dan Mock, funerals. He also could not be with us. He's in the Bay Area, California. Catherine McCullough, weddings. She could not be with us. Michigan. Enid Medina, weddings. Celia Milton, an alumni receiving her second diploma in funerals. Sandra Monahan, families and children, she could not be with us, Pennsylvania. Elizabeth Fair, weddings, families and children. Jennifer Reese, wedding. I blessed her baby. Jennifer Rogers, wedding. Jamie Ross, wedding. She's also known as Bubbles. Love that. Alethea Shinneman, weddings, families, and children. David Smith, weddings. Also married by a celebrant. Pamela Smith, weddings. She could not be here, Chicago. Janet Stanley, weddings. She could not be here. She's in the Santa Barbara area. Lori Swinnerton, funerals. Diane Tiemann, wedding. She could not be here. She's from Long Island. Kitcher and families and children.
Got us some earrings.
Yeah. She wins the best earrings. Kathy Vitone, weddings and funerals. Shauna Way, funerals, from Alberta, Canada. Rhonda Weinberger, weddings. She could not be here. She's from Colorado. Jan Weir, weddings. She could not be here. She's from Oregon. Joanne Whiteman, funerals. Diane Wilkerson, weddings. She's from New Jersey, could not be here. Also an alumni receiving her second diploma. Bettina Yanakaru. Wedding. Eve Young, wedding. Eve, also an alumni receiving her second diploma. Congratulations, a warm round of applause, and welcome to our community. Proud
Everybody can be seated. And we're just going to make a little pathway here for a candle here. I invite with great joy Shelley Grodner-Seidenstein, 2005 alumni graduate, to lead us in the candle lighting tribute in the loving memory of our celebrant, Dr. Rosalind Wilder. Shelley, come on up, hon.
If we sit quietly for a moment and observe in our stillness, we might just see, feel, notice in some way the enormous and life-filled energy that is present and embracing all of us at this very moment. It is that of the sparkling, late, great celebrant Dr. Rosalind Wilder. She passed away this spring, 2006. Rosalind was an elegantly creative scholar, glorious elder, educator, artist, author, a lioness with brilliant intuition and sensitivity, who has always been a celebrant of life and a lover of living, and is very present with us today in the Garden of Life. For the people here that have not had the great honor to have personally met Rosalind, you will feel her life force just the same. For she had no boundaries and would warmly envelop each and every person she came in contact with. We were humbled by her presence and unrelenting courage, and inspired and reassured to continue to grow and embrace each other as she, our mentor, had vividly demonstrated to us. April 2006 clearly marked another immense, life-altering milestone for her. It was yet another celebration. In fact, a graduation. It was Rosalind's graduation of life. Rosalind, you are forever in our thoughts and hearts. We shall keep you, your legacy, alive and well-nourished forever. And with that lighting, just a few words. Roz, may you continue to illuminate our paths and the paths of all beings and our struggling Mother Earth with your healing powers.
I want to thank all the women that were in the healing circle for Rosalind during her last days. Could you please rise? Thank you all very much. Gail and Pat Sarma are the philanthropic founders of the Celebrant USA Foundation and Institute that brought celebrancy from Australia, International Federation of Celebrants, here to North America. On behalf of all the celebrants, we thank Pat and Gail from the bottom of our hearts for their vision and their commitment. We're so happy to have Pat Sarma to celebrate with us today, and we wish Gail the best on her journeys overseas. Pat, come on up because we present this gift to you. It's a platter depicting people holding hands in a never Thank you, Pat. We have your box, too. There. It's announcement time! Following our jubilant graduation ceremony, everyone is invited into the Grand Salon for our Epicurean buffet and music by Maestro Christoph Greiter. I always say his name. In about an hour from now, grads that brought their own ceremonial objects will share them in their comrade celebrants in the lovely room at the other end of the house. It's the ceremonial comrade celebrants object room. Yes. After this gathering, we'll call everyone back with the big ring of the Kathy school bell, and you can go ahead and where am I now? To this. Okay. Basically, after this, you all will come on in and we'll celebrate. So with that, I bring Kathy up.
It is in the shelter of each other that people live. So goes the old Irish proverb. So with this, we ask Katie Horn, 2006 graduate, hailing from California, and daughter of Celebrant and faculty member Wilma Quantrell, to share a bit of joy with us in this lavish green garden. Katie?
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and may the rains fall softly upon your fields, until we meet again.
Okay, I'm the last speaker. Family, friends, and fans, we ask the Celebrant faculty and alumni to come up and stand at the aisles and form an arch with your arms, like an arbor, the canopy that is above us, so that the graduates can recess under you. I know, and the graduates know, that I sort of beat the threshold metaphor to death. But this is a living threshold under which they can pass to start their new vocations. Go as high as you can, but Bill, you're going to have to duck. Graduation class of 2006, along with your family and friends who stand as witnesses, I declare on this enchanting Tuesday that you are certified celebrants.
That was so
Sherry.
Okay, everyone goes. Done, but you know. Right, can't wait. Alright.
It's not easy running this thing. It's a bit of a pain in the neck.
It's a bit of a jumpy thing, but you got the gist.
Yeah. It's a mic thing. Good job. Trying to get the faith.
My job is to get that into your bag, but you're here.
Here you go.
So, like,
Maybe
first
leave
lines on the hood and...